Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm TalithaRF-5APA-Interpersonal. I would like to present the topic about interpersonal relationships. So let's jump to the topic. Interpersonal relationships refers to strong associations between individuals sharing common interests and goals. A sense of trust, loyalty, and commitment is essential for relationships. Individuals need to trust and respect their partners to avoid misunderstandings and conflict in relationships. Stage in interpersonal relationships. It takes time for relationships to grow past the test of the times. So there are two possibilities in relationship. First, two people might start a relationship as mere strangers. They get to know each other slowly and become emotionally and mentally attached to their partners gradually. Such relationships often lead to lasting commitments where individuals decide to be with each other until death separates them. The second one is two people might start off well but soon face problems. Trouble in relationships start when people have a different opinions, view, and fail to reach a mutually acceptable solutions. In such case, individuals decide to move on from relationships into a fresh start. Next slide. Agenda style. Interpersonal relationships are social associations, connections, or affiliations between two or more peoples. They vary in different levels of intimacy and sharing, implying the discovery or establishment of common grounds and may be centered around something shared in common. The study of relationships is of concern to sociology, psychology, and anthropology. First, defining the interpersonal relationships. So they are friends, colleagues, family members, and romantic partners. The second one is the types of interpersonal relationships. They are family, friendships, romantic, work, and setting stage. For these topics, will be explained more detail in the next slides. And the last is why they are so important. Why the interpersonal relationships are so important. Interpersonal relationships teach us who we are. From a very young age, the people around us form a key aspect of our personalities and value systems. They can help give us sense of purpose and direction. Next slide. When two individuals feel comfortable with each other's company and decide to be with each other, they enter into relationships. A close association between individuals who share common interests and goals is called interpersonal relationship. Individuals who are compatible with each other's into an interpersonal relationships. People must get well for a strong and healthy relationship. Let us go through various types of interpersonal relationship. First, friendship. Friendship is an unconditional interpersonal relationships where individuals enter into by their own sweet will and choice. Friendships can be between a man and woman and woman, and man. Must have in friendships. Feelings like ego, jealousy, hatred, or anger doesn't exist in relationship. Of course, in the friendships relationship. The second one is family relationships. Individuals related to by blood or marriage are said to form a family. The third one is professional relationships. Individuals working together for the same organization said to form professional relationships. Individuals sharing a professional relationships are called colleagues. Colleagues may or may not like each other. And the last is love. And interpersonal relationships by passion, intimacy, trust, and respect is called love. Individuals in romantic relationships are deeply attached to each other and share a special bonds. Must have in romantic relationships. First, two partners must trust each other in their relationship, and the last is a sense of respect and mutual admiration is essential. Next slide. According to the famous psychologist George Levinger's, every relationship goes through following 5 stages. First stage is acquaintance. Acquaintance refers to knowing each other. To start relationship, individuals need to know each other very well. The second stage is the build-up stage. This is the stage when the relationships actually grows. Individuals are no longer strangers and start trusting each other. The build-up stage in relationships is often characterized by two individuals coming close, being passionate and willing to trust each other. The third stage is continuation stage. This is the stage when relationships blossoms into lasting commitment. It is when people, after knowing each other well, decide to be in each other's company and tie the knot. The fourth stage is deterioration. Not all relationships pass through this stage. Lack of trust, love, and care often lead to misunderstandings and serious trouble in relationships. The last stage is the termination stage or the endings. This is the last for this stage, and it's the end of the relationships. Relationship terminates due to any of the following reasons, and for example, death of divorce or separations. Next one. What are the characteristics of interpersonal relationships? Interpersonal relationships have many characteristics such as caring for others, being compassionate, accepting for others, honesty, flexibility, and having patience. Each characteristic is important and necessary for the overall health of the staff and the organizations as we grow. Learning new skills in the art of developing and nurturing interpersonal relationships are essential tools not only for increased productivity at work, but for increased productivity in life. These skills will help each and every one of us to communications better and in a more effective manner at work and at home. Next slide. Tips for improving your interpersonal relationship skill. First, cultivate a positive outlook. Teach yourself to be positive by reminding yourself every day of the good things about your life and your jobs. The second one is control your emotions. Work is not the place to be overly emotional. Whether you are extremely irritated, severely depressed, or ecstatically happy, take a deep breath and tone your emotions down. The third is acknowledge others' expertise. One of the best way to build trust at work is to let your coworkers know you appreciate their expertise. And the fourth one is show a real interest in your colleagues. You work side by side with your colleagues for 8 hours every day. It is only logical that you will learn some things about their lives. And the last is find one good trait in every coworker. Not all of us like every single person we work with, but we cannot let personal preference get in the way of big performance. Must have in interpersonal relationship. First is individual. In interpersonal relationships must share common goals and objectives. They should have more or less similar interests and things on the same lines. It is always better if individuals come from similar backgrounds. The second one is individual. In interpersonal relationships must respect each other's and support their view and opinions. A sense of trust is important. The third one is individual must be attached to each other for a healthy interpersonal relationship. And the last is transparency plays a pivotal role in interpersonal relationships. It is important for individuals to be honest and transparent. Next slide. How to build a healthy interpersonal relationships. Interpersonal relationships are an essential part of happy and actualized life. The proud source of support when you need guidance, as well as spiritual true collaborations. So first step is meeting people. Humans are social creatures by nature. events introverts. For these reasons, you may need to take opportunity to interact with each others. And if you want to build healthy relationship with others, find research to put yourself in contact with each other. And the second one is find meetup, and the third one is you need to be available. The second step is respect diversity. When we respect diversity, we respect the right of others to be different from ourselves. Other opening the doors to safer and more meaningful and thoughtful interactions. The third step is focus on relationships quality. High quality personal relationships are defined by closeness, respect, value, and support. So the last stage is build trust. Trust is an essential component of healthy relationship. It is difficult to make deeper connections with your partner. So if you don't feel safe with other persons. So thank you for your attention. That's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.